What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back. And if you're like me, you are very excited for the upcoming set, Prismatic Evolutions, but did you know that the Japanese version of this set has already been released? It is called Terastal Festival. I got it. Terastal Festival, the high-class pack EX set that released December 6th and boasts a grand total of 237 cards. So in today's video, we'll be going over the top 10 most expensive raw auction realized prices for these cards. And there's a lot to go over. Not only do you have all of the evolutions in their special art rare EX forms, but you also have some very elusive Master Ball reverse holo cards that also fetch quite a price. So stay tuned to the very end. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, give the video a like and please be a subscriber if you're not already. I am very close to 30,000 subs. That would be quite a milestone, so I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button before you are done with today's video. Let's get started off with the number 10 most expensive card from this set. It is this EVEX Special Art Rare. Now there are two EVEX cards in this set. This one here has sold most recently in auction for $69.05. And let me just say that the EVEX that's coming up in this video, the next one, the more expensive one, is in fact the better one. This one right here is the number 10 most expensive card in the entire set. Coming in number 9, we have a tie between this Vaporeon EX Special Art Rare and this Jolteon EX SAR that have both sold in auction most recently for $72.05. And a fun fact for you, back in 1999, when Jungle Set first came out, there were only 3 evolutions: Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon, and Jolteon was always my favorite back then. That card, in my opinion, had the most character of the 3, so that Jolteon, that rendition of Jolteon was always my favorite, but these two guys right here are the number 9 most expensive cards in this set. Coming in number 8, we have our first Master Ball card. Now, if you don't know, Master Ball reverse holos in this set are very elusive. They're very, very tough to get when you rip these packs open, which is why they are so expensive. But this is the Espeon Master Ball reverse holo card that sold in auction recently for $74.18. Now, reverse holo cards don't typically go for prices like this, but when you're talking about a Master Ball reverse holo, you're talking about a very elusive chase card. So yeah, this is the number 8 most expensive card on our list. Coming in number 7, we have the other EVEX Special Art Rare. This one sold in auction for $77.05 total. And in comparison with the other Eevee, this one just makes Eevee look better. It stands out more, the colors are brighter, it's just a better looking card overall, and it's the number 7 most expensive. Coming in number 6, we have this Glaceon EX Special Art Rare that has sold in auction this past week for about $81.26. I've always thought that Glaceon and Leafeon were underrated evolutions, so it's nice to see Glaceon get some screen time here. This is the number 6 most expensive card overall. Coming in 5th place might be my favorite card in this set. I don't know, it kind of ties with the number 1 card on our list, but we'll get to that. It's the Espeon EX Special Art Rare. This is an absolutely magnificent and beautiful card that sold as a raw copy in auction for about $86. And something about this card is just so eye-catching. I love it. Might be my favorite. What do you think about it? This is the number 5 most expensive. The number 4 most expensive card is another Master Ball Reverse Holo. This one is the Sylveon Master Ball Reverse that has sold in auction for about $94.05, and then again for $101.65. It's interesting that not all the Evolutions Reverse Holo Master Ball cards go for this much. Sylveon's definitely the exception. I'm sure Umbreon is too. This is the number 4 most expensive. Getting down to the final 3, our 3rd most expensive card in this entire set is another Sylveon. This is the Sylveon EX Special Art Rare that saw 2 sales this week, one for $113.50, another time for $138.96. And this is another beautiful SAR. Not much else to say. Any Sylveon fans out there, I think you're really going to like this card. It's the number 3 most expensive. The number 2 most expensive card in this entire set is the Umbreon Master Ball Reverse Holo card. Sells for a staggering price as a raw copy, has sold for about $335.69, and then again for about $355. And it is a very close contender for the #1 most expensive card in this set, but it got beat out barely by a card you probably already know what it is. Nonetheless, this is a very expensive reverse holo card and the #2 expensive in the entire set. Before we get to the #1 most expensive and quite possibly most beautiful card in this set, let's go over just a couple of honorable mentions. Here we have a Roaring Moon EX special art rare that sold as a raw copy for about $20. And then we have this Cerulege EX special art rare that sold for about $36. Here is a Glaceon Master Ball reverse holo that sold for about $38. And this Eevee Master Ball reverse holo sold for about $48. Here we have the Vaporeon Master Ball reverse that sold for $45. And then we got this poor guy right here, the Flareon EX special art rare. Ain't got no love for Flareon in this set, only selling for about $53. Here we have this gold ultra rare Pikachu EX that sold for about $63. And last but not least, we have the Leafeon EX special art rare that sold for $49.90 very recently. Which leads me to the number one most expensive chase card in this set. It is, of course, the Umbreon EX special art rare. This is the card that everybody wants to get their hands on, and a raw copy of this card sold most recently for about $411.58. This is going to be one heck of a sale when we see the English copies of this card come through. I can only imagine. We've been seeing cards like the Pikachu EX from Surging Sparks and the Bubble Mew EX, so I mean, this card will be no exception. It is the #1 most expensive in the set, and it will be the #1 most expensive in Prismatic Evolutions. I am sure of it. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Let me know what you think of these cards in the comments below. I am always looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks again, folks. I'll catch you in my next one.